Hey everybody, it's Smudgy Gay. I wanted to do a nice normal vlog after my crazy pyrotechnic vlog. I love doing that when they go after me. You know, you don't have to put up with it. I'm setting my vlogs now for no comments. I think I'm going to leave the comments up underneath the response to my show. This could really boost my ratings, you know. They may all start hounding me, you know, and following me. I got all of these, views with them. They, my regular audience is like 20 people, but, you know, those left-wing nuts, I mean, suddenly you've got like 100 people have seen your video, so that's great. You know, the more people, the better. It only helps me. So maybe that might be a good idea for conservatives. Go after the Joe My God cult, and you'll get a whole lot of hits. You know, so that's just an idea. What else is happening? I'll tell you what else is happening. Newt Gingrich had a great day today. Terrific day. You know what I was thinking? This is not related to Newt Gingrich, but I'll get back to him in a second. I was thinking, I posted this on Twitter, how lucky are the Democrats that every single Republican who is either a president or is a possible candidate for the presidency is either evil incarnate, incredibly stupid and dangerous, or incredibly stupid and dangerous and evil incarnate. I mean, what are the odds? I mean, there's no Republicans who are just normal or just kind of evil. The Democrats really luck out. I mean, with this race, they got like, what, 8 candidates, and they're all evil. Except for Herman Cain, who's incredibly stupid and dangerous. I just think it's amazing. And this technique that they've got of terrifying everyone into voting against these evil people isn't it wearing a bit thin? I mean, what are the odds that every single Republican is completely evil? What are the odds? So this week's face of evil, who I think may well be the next president, Newt Gingrich, because he's so politically seasoned and he knows how to handle himself. And he knew when to peak. You know? He just laid the groundwork all summer long, and he knew what it was to peak, when it was to peak. There's a couple things I want to say about him. Okay, first of all, he had a great day today. The union leader endorsed him, and this is the most influential newspaper in New Hampshire, and they practically always pick the nominee. So they went with him over Mitt, and everyone last night was predicting that Mitt would get it. Just the assumption again, just assuming based on what always happens. I mean, haven't we seen Academy Awards like that year after year where it's not the one everyone thinks it's going to be in at least one category? There's always one surprise. Well, it happened this weekend again. First, Newt got the union leader endorsement, and then he got a roundabout endorsement from Bill Clinton. You know, what was that all about? I'll tell you what it's about. Bill Clinton has always resented Obama, and he's never forgiven the Obama people for smearing him as a racist when he made that fairy tale remark, you know, in the last election. He's never forgiven the Obama people. And if you'll recall, in that race, he even was kind of saying wonderful things about John McCain. And I think that he's going to, hang on a moment, bear with me, I'm still here, and now Barbara's here as well. I think he'll say wonderful things about Newt Gingrich all through the race as well. That's my prediction. I have a friend here in the city who's a big liberal, but she's normal. She's older and more normal. And she has friends in high places in politics. And one of her friends, she's a mutual friend of Bill Clinton, and he's a big union leader. And he told her, he said, he's talking about Obama. He said he's been a disaster for us. So that's what they're really thinking behind the scenes. And that was like a year ago that he said that, but I can't imagine that the situation has changed much. That's a little scuttlebutt I've heard. There's still no love lost between the Clintons and the Obamas, put it that way. So I thought that was interesting, too. Also interesting for those of you who are following my show and following my war against insider trading, my little humble small g gay, a little Twitter activism against the insider trading and in support of Peter Schweitzer and his new book, Throw Them All Out. I can tell you, working in the book business, I read the new issue of Publishers Weekly today because I work in the industry. It doesn't come out on the stands until tomorrow, and I can tell you for a fact that Throw Them All Out debuts at number 2 on the nonfiction bestseller list, and Publishers Weekly attributes its success in part to Sarah Palin's op-ed in the Wall Street Journal. So I thought that was terrific that they're giving, a nod to the book, but also giving a nod to Palin's effect on the book. I think it's terrific, in fact. So I wanted to let you guys know that too, and then you'll probably all find out about it tomorrow. It's quite impressive, though, for a book like that to just suddenly jump to number 2 when it's not written by a celebrity or anything. In this day and age, just the slight Palin effect happened, with that. Another friend of mine who is a Democrat op in New York, who's also rather normal, told me that he loves Palin, that he thinks she's really smart, and he also told me that he likes Bachmann a lot. He's still a Democrat, but again, they're not fanatics, so they can look at them and say, well, I think they're a great politician, or that's a very effective speaking style, or they have to admit that they had a good point. They can be objective about it and not some crazed frothing at the mouth, victim, noble victim. So very, very good. That's Joan Crawford in the 30s. She used to talk like that. She'd be like, we were very young, and we were going to be married. That's when Joan Crawford was putting on all those airs like she was a real classy woman. Not that there's anything wrong with learning how to pronounce words properly. As Auntie Mame said, Mr. Babcock, knowledge is power. So anyway, what else is happening? So good day for Newt overall. Yeah. I think it's going to be Newt, you guys. I think it's going to be Newt. Oh, what's her name? Sydney Bruce-Love was just apoplectic because I said I liked Michelle Bachmann in my last vlog. Just because I like her doesn't mean I want her to be president. Okay? Again, I was objectively talking about her debate style. I think she's made some terrific points on foreign policy and the economy. I'm not as keen on her social issues. But again, that's her history with social issues. She hasn't really been that bad on the campaign trail. She's made a few gaffes, but she has not run like an anti-gay crusade. And here's something else, for people, my defending Christians in this country. It's like the left says there's no difference between radical Islam and Christians. So they all defend the rights of radical Islam, so there's no difference in me defending the rights of Christians. That's where moral relativism gets you, into nowhere land. And it's totally legitimate for me, a gay, to support Michelle Bachmann, especially her views on foreign policy, which I think are quite well thought out. So anyway, I am getting a little tired of everyone freaking out. I know it's the holidays and everyone has a lot of stuff going on, but the meltdowns all around are kind of driving me nuts. And I think that people need to be a little bit more relaxed and not act like every damn thing is the end of the world and that every damn tweet or Facebook post has to be gone at full throttle. And I'm not even talking about those left-wing nuts who went after me the other day. I'm talking about everybody. You know, I mean, come on. You know, there's you got to be a little bit more detached and a little bit more realistic and a little bit more pragmatic, frankly. You know, and this is a process, and it's not supposed to be perfect. So, whatever, take it for what it's worth. I'm tired, as you can tell, but I wanted a nice, normal vlog after that hideous one. And as I said on the show last night, there will be no show this Saturday. So I think I'll be doing a lot more vlogs. And also, like I said, I'm going to be taking down the commenting. If you want to comment on the blogs, you can comment on them on Twitter and on Facebook as much as you like. And if you want to knock my blogs, you're welcome to do that on your own blogs. But I don't want the four-letter words and some of the abusive language on my blog, because I do have, as I said, nice, decent, normal, upstanding people who do read, who do listen to my blog, and I don't want them to be exposed to that kind of base language. So there you have it, everybody. I love everybody. Every darn one of you I love. To be continued. I've got a feeling I'm going to vlog all this week. So I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.